Good afternoon, everyone. So I've been preparing today for the storm. It increased its speed as far as coming at me or coming this way overnight. I wasn't looking for it until Saturday or Sunday, the weekend, and now they got it coming in tomorrow, and that's it there. Where'd my hand go? There. It hasn't made landfall in Florida, and they have it going right this way, and Jacksonville is under the clouds there, and I guess it'll keep going on all this way is the way the other tracking goes. That keeps it about 100 miles away, but the last time I listened on the NOAA weather radio, it had it tropical storm winds were out like 150 miles, so I'll get some wind. And the thing about these at this time of year, sometimes we get tornadoes off of them. But anyway, I've spent the day trying to lock everything down and get everything prepared up, and that was what I was going to show, a little bit of outside. That's where the weather is right now here for me at 3:47. I've had a very good day, and I got it cleared out to where I could get the truck back under the carport after I built a door for one of the greenhouses and did some other little odds and ends and everything. Still got to go through a lot of that lumber. Some of it is destined to the, like, find my hand here. Those right there have so much rot on the end that they'll end up in the wood heater. But for now, they're just laying there. And been having the most four-wheel traffic here lately that I've had in a long time. Need to close my breaker box here. I didn't realize I didn't close it yesterday when I was doing the watering, or not watering, but running the new water lines that I ran. And I cut off all my outside faucets that I do at winter time. There's 28 or 29 that I cut off. Got all the turmeric off of this side moved in, and one of the previous videos I mentioned that one of the faults I have with these greenhouses that I bought is the zippers aren't holding up worth a crap, and I just put some boards on it to kind of hold them in place. And I'm thinking I've got save everything. I'm a pack rat to beat the band, but I got a bunch of old shoestrings, and I thought I'd tie some shoestrings around these boards to hold them in place and keep the wind from coming through and ripping everything apart. These here in the corner, that's the 8 that I did in cutting back the stumps, and it's in some videos, and it's on my group page on Facebook anyway, that I had cut those back, and then I took cuttings off of them for a giveaway, and that's the way they're ending up. I cut them on the 6th of the 16th, and so Ginger is doing real well. I've still got to go through it. I have started taking some apart because I like ginger, and I need ginger for some of the flu and cold medicines that I make, and that's on the YouTube channel too. And it's just me, what I do, and it involves garlic and ginger and cayenne pepper and honey, which I get from just down the road, so I get all the allergy relief for pollens and things. Anyway, I sealed up this door in case the winds got hard. It has the wedges, but it also has 3 screws, one there holding the 2 doors together and one into each door frame. And so I think it's pretty well sealed. Don't think it'll be blowing in. And I have the turmeric in here and the old tree I showed the other day that I had cut back. Don't need to fall and bust my ass today. My rosemary is really doing well. And these are some of the pregnant onions that I had potted up. If anyone would care for a pregnant onion. Got to tie these suckers up or cut them back or something. They've outgrown their pots, and I'm definitely not going to pot them up at this time of year. And they keep falling over. Sorry about any disorientation as far as the screen flipping around, but have to get out as best I can. Like I said, and this one has been sealed up all day. And I'd showed the miracle fruits up there, but I also have them in here. And my purple shamrocks and the golden crown of thorns. Beetle leaf and plants over there that are just really too big to even try to ship, and these in here are about all I got left that I can even box up to ship. I do have some orders coming in, or was told people are ordering, so we will see. And this is the miracle fruits. I have 3 trees here, and I had just ordered this one this year, and I do have some berries coming on it. And a lot of times I don't see the berry until it turns red. But put one of the curry trees in the other greenhouse experimenting, and that's, I have the Yaba mates in all 3 greenhouses and one in the yard experimenting. I love to learn. Problem is I don't retain what I get, and so that's part of these videos, is the fact that I need the videos to hang on to what I learn. These doors blew in last year, so I've learned, and I put screws in them after they blew in last year, and so they are screwed tight, and if the storm comes this way, I'm fairly certain that they will stand a pretty good blow. And I haven't mentioned, but that's why I'm doing all this, is the fact of don't want the wind to get in your greenhouse, because it don't too much matter if the wind gets inside and it ain't anchored just right, it's gone. And I hate to see anybody lose anything. And right now, I sure couldn't afford to replace nothing. These little bougainvilleas, the variegated, are flowering. And I am about pushed to my limit. Or I ain't about, I am. I think I had $33 in savings after I finished up the other day with the monthly budget and balance and everything. Still have a little turmeric down there that I'm going to get put in. And I'm going to start taking apart some horseradish. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the galanga and how I'm going to treat it. It has just been one little thing after another. It's nothing really great, but it's the fact that the other day, the old deck, when we were out there working, it fell. And I thought it was the steps that had buckled, but whenever I got to looking, it was a seal under the steps that had broke. So I had to spend a part of 2 days under there jacking it back up and getting a new seal under it. And then silly clothesline broke, and so I'm having a duck to go under it because I hadn't got it tightened up yet. But out here on this, today I did spend the time, and I built 2 doors for it, and they're just basically standing there. I haven't even cut the plastic from the whole front and split it down for the 2 doors, but that'll come later. Right now it is sealed up, and I've tied all the doors together where they're not going anywhere, and you can see the condensation on the inside. This is the outer cover, and then the one on the inside. And of a morning, whenever it's been down around 70, it's still like 85 overnight inside. So I hope I can maintain at least a 15 degrees variation whenever it gets cold. And that was, I haven't been closing the cover on the inside there. It's still open. And anyway, things are coming along. I had cut all the hibiscus off for the guys working out there, and this is the way that they do look. This is a hybrid that doesn't produce seed, and I had rooted some, and that was the way I got the original plant, was I rooted it. Part of yesterday I spent running a new water line and walking all over the property. As I said, I turned off all the other lines, and that usually I have a faucet out on the tank of the deep well, and I have one in the front yard, and then the house service. And so yesterday I tied into the house and run a faucet here, and I had already run, when I run the electrical lines over to the greenhouses, I had put a faucet over there. And so now I have 2 back here I can work with, and I think that is going to make life a little easier on an old man. I had planned on the one there at the back going up to my washing machine, but circumstances didn't allow me to go that far yesterday, and that'll be a project for another day. It's hunting season, and I get the most deer bones, and Dee Dee loves it. And she goes out there, and she was dragging around a deer vertebra a while back, and now she's got leg bones, and I saw shoulder bone, but whenever you look at the point on the little piece there, that sharp enough it bust a tire. And plus then she can swallow some pieces that won't pass, and then she'll get sick in the floor. So I'm happy she's found some bones and all that, but at the same time it can be just a little bit aggravating. And I'm going in, and that's going to be the end of this one. Blessings, everyone. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Wash your hands.